Afternoon,
Right.
wherever you are in the world. My name is Ifrah Hassan. I'm coming to you live from Ottawa, Canada. And I'm just as excited and wrapped up as my soul sister Stephanie, because you know what? This has been honestly something that's supposed to happen, as my sister Holden said, for a long time. I remember as soon as in July when my sister Holden and we had a huge influx of people from Melbourne that have launched their business back in 2021. They've been asking, they're like, we want a conference, right? We want the company to come down. And the finally we've answered the call. Why? Because of the continued commitment that you have all shown to your business. We don't just come to a place because you asked us. We got to see a commitment. We have to see consistency. So I want to congratulate all of you, everybody from Australia and New Zealand, for willing to hang in there and being patient with us. And like I said last week, honestly, if it's all about your mindset, if you put it in your mindset that this is the last chance, the absolute last chance for you to build your business, to build your empire, to fuel whatever that you have, I promise you it will come through. Our job when Steph and I come down, and maybe we'll add Danny, our sales development manager, as a bonus there. You never know. You never know. So, when we come down, our entire job is just that. We are committed to support you, to elevate you and your business, right? But the question is, of course, how committed are you as well, right? It goes both ways. So I'm excited, Steph. Let's get the call running. I do see we have a number of new people. So maybe we do want to go over some of the things that we went over last week, and then we'll go from there. Back to you, my sister.
Absolutely. Well, it's an honor to be here with you all and leading this call. Thank you, Ifra, for those opening remarks. I want to give Danny a chance to say hello as well. I think mostly everybody will know who she is, but let me just introduce her proper. She's our sales development manager, and she's got over 17 years of experience in direct sales, the background that has laid the groundwork for what she does now, developing all of us to achieve success in our businesses with Opulence Global. She's from Mexico. She's got a degree in fine arts and graphic design. And she's a professional, and she's inspirational and enthusiastic and passionate about what she does. And it's an honor to have her here, not once, but 2 weeks in a row. We've had the blessing of having her on this call to share our excitement for the expansion of Australia, New Zealand. Welcome, Danny, to the call.
Thank you so much, my dear Stephanie. And yes, I would echo what Ifra just said. We are committed, right? I think commitment is the word of today, because being in Australia, New Zealand, you probably feel sometimes like, oh my God, I work for a Canadian company and I'm proud of it, and when are they coming down? It is because of your commitment, your passion, and your dream. Like Stephanie said in the beginning, what was the reason that I decided to start this business? Is what kept you going in despite of the adversity and whatever challenges come our way. And I've been talking to different people and different companies, people that know other compensation plans, people like I'm just approached by that every single day. And what I love about what I do is really when I see the commitment and the passion in people. When entrepreneurs call me, what do I do? What it is that's stopping me? What it is that's, giving me that fear? And one of the things that we were very excited last week, if you remember, Stephanie, is that, wow, we weren't expecting, many partners to join the call. And we didn't really know what to expect. All of a sudden, many of you from different countries joined and said, you know what, Australia and New Zealand are expanding. Wow, I might know someone that knows someone. So right now, if you do not live in Australia and New Zealand, my call of action for all of you is going to be to start looking for someone that lives in Australia. Try to find that new person that knows. And that's why even in my post I put, like, who do you know? All you got to do is ask questions. Who do you know in Australia, New Zealand that would love or enjoy to do what I do? And because they know you, they have built a relationship. So now you're not only building your own relationships with your current customers in your current country, but you're also opening the opportunities for them to start thinking of who do they know. So today is all about all of you to start looking at that list that we were supposed to look at as a homework last week and see, who do you know in Australia, New Zealand that could benefit from this event, take advantage and jam pack that room. Honestly, I feel that all you got to do is put into action every single tip that we're going to be giving you in these next upcoming weeks. And of course, making into a reality, because I do see partners here that are in the Philippines, in Canada, in USA. And I know all of you are here for a reason, and you probably know someone in there. So I really want to make sure that after this event, all of you can take advantage of this and see some results when it comes to expansion.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to ride on that coattail, and I'm going to ask everyone to take out their phone right now. If you're on your phone, obviously you have it joined to this call. If you're on your computer, I want you to take your phone. And even if you're on your phone right now, if you go to Facebook, if you're using Facebook and you type in friends, or go find your friends list on Facebook, okay? So once you find your friends on Facebook, let me see if I can show this properly. See the little
right there.
See the magnifying glass that is in the top corner? Click that magnifying glass and type in Australia. So what's going to pop up is all the people that you're connected to on Facebook with Australia in their profile. So there, if you haven't done the homework and you don't have your list yet, and whether or not you're in Australia, New Zealand, or you're here, that is one easy way to find people that you're already connected to who have a connection to Australia. So then you could go click on their profile, look at, do they live there? Did they used to live there? What are they all about? And reach out to them, right? So I just wanted to share that. That was actually, it's a strategy that I've been doing in preparation for this trip. And part of my DMO is reaching out to 5 people every day just to let them know I'm coming. Hey, I'm coming to Australia. I would love to cross paths with you. What's happening? Let's connect. Let's have a coffee. I would love to have you as my guest to one of our events, and just starting the conversation. So obviously, with me traveling there, it's a little bit different, but in the same principle, you're just reconnecting, you're building that like and trust again with people that you're already connected to on your social media, who live in those places. So Ifra asked me to show it again. Okay, let me see here. So from your Facebook profile, if you go to, so I'm on my phone, okay. This is really
more. There you go.
There's the friends list. So the friends, if I click friends, and then the top corner, you see the magnifying glass. Click that. And if you type Australia, or you can search by people, or at the filters at the top, you can go and search by city. You can search where they live. There are some filters in how you can populate your friends lists for where they live in different places. And by the way, that strategy can be deployed for any World Tour events that are happening anywhere on the same token, right? So let's use that opportunity to pack the house, let people know that there's expansion happening. We'll share some strategies and tips for how to do that, maybe some scripts as well. And I want to share some of the events that we have going on. So I'll share the itinerary in a second here. And welcome, Hodan from Australia. Good morning to you. Are you from Melbourne? Or whereabouts in Australia are you? It's great to have you here. Oh, from Melbourne. Okay, I saw Zara sent a message there. Perfect. So did everybody get that? You know how to find your Facebook friends who are in Australia. Give me a thumbs up.
Awesome. Actually, that is great. And I wanted to add to that cocktail, like you said, because lately, all of a sudden, I'm involved in many different organizations in the Hispanic community in Canada. And all of a sudden, I get, so many requests for adding friends. And when I see that we have related friends, how you can see if you have common friends, then I obviously imagine that they have met me at an event, or that they know me from them, or something like that. And I always, if there is common friends, then I accept it. Then all of a sudden, I get a wave of people from another MLM company. And they all been sending me messages on Messenger. But the way they approach me is actually very cool. And I actually liked it because all they are saying is, hey, how are you? Can I ask you something? Right? All of them. And I've been letting them, every single one of them, to ask me, not because I know they're coming from the same company. Obviously, you start getting suggested friends, and suggested friends means it's an algorithm in Facebook that, connects you with people that know people that you know. And it is a script, and every single one of them have given me the same script, which is, may I ask you something? Is maybe this is for you, or someone who is looking at and then they give you the benefits of their product. As I said, it's from a different MLM company. Of course, I don't answer. I just, say, thank you so much for connecting. And then I know it is a new person that is looking to find new persons, right? All you gotta do is connect with people. That's what we do in network marketing. We are networkers. All we do is network, right? So don't be afraid, stay to your power, be confident with your product, and just go out and meet new people. It's the only way you're gonna get new guests coming. You can't just stop at your friend list. Okay, go beyond the friends list, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for chiming in on that, Danny. And it's such a key thing. It's networking, right? So wherever you are, that one strategy with Facebook was just one, strategy, and I'm sure within this group where there's a lot of powerhouse leaders on this call here, I'm sure we could collectively have lots of ideas to share to take advantage of these events. Raymond, I saw your hand raised there. Did you want to say something? I saw your hand raised.
Hello, good morning from Philippines. Hi, Steph. I pressed the raise hand button by accident. I was about to press the heart button on what Miss Danny has said. But anyway, good morning from Philippines to everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the call, Raymond. It's great to have you here. And I know we have Rich from the Philippines as well. Good morning to you as well. Joy, did you want to say hello? Maybe we can get whoever wants to say hello, where you're joining in from. I know we have people chiming in the chat, which is great. Anyone would like to say hello, feel free.
Kia ora, kia ora. I'm Samuel from New Zealand. I've been leader down here. I've been with Opulence for the last 8 years. This is my 8th year this year. Absolutely amazing. The good thing about it too, number 8, if you turn it on its side, well, it's an infinity sign in it. So I look at it like that's telling me something in a way, like an infinity sign. Number 8 turned on its side, infinity sign. So I thought, oh wow, okay, this is the year. So I've been on. This will be my 3rd cruise with Opulence, and I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to the Melbourne, catching up with yourself, Steph, and Ifra, and with the business partners in Melbourne, and then when you come to New Zealand, that'd be absolutely amazing too. And so fortunate that it's happening, and it's good. So I'm going to be participating very hard at what we're going to do, and so great to be here and great to see all you guys. Always lovely to see you guys. I get it.
Awesome. Thank you, Samuel, and thank you for your leadership and in helping coordinate the events in New Zealand as well. It's great to have you here. That's awesome. I think we just lost Joy for a sec. So maybe what we might do, I think we have a couple guests on. Danny, maybe we could share a little bit about some of the unique products that we have that we're bringing to the Australia and New Zealand market. For guests, or maybe for people who haven't been tuned in as of late, we have some exciting new products. And I think with every expansion, when there's an expansion event and we're bringing new unique products that can really help people to a country, that's worth celebrating in and of itself, right? So I just would love to just maybe talk about Fountain of Life and the Phytoclinical, because that one is going to be the newest one that is going to join our repertoire. I'm just going to share my screen here really quick, and then we will do that quickly, and then I'll share the itinerary of the different events that we have coming up as well. So Danny, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I can take it away, or you can do it.
I am happy to do it, but I
Yeah,
want to
go
listen
ahead.
to you. Okay, awesome. So Fountain of Life is a very unique product to our company, and to we have exclusivity around the world with this one. So it's your most powerful, highest dietary lignin source. So if you're not familiar with the term lignin, it's another fancy word for antioxidant. And we all need antioxidants with everything that we're exposed to, free radicals, stress, processed foods, all the things that cause our bodies to break down. Antioxidants actually help keep our cells healthy. And this is actually the most concentrated form of antioxidants found in plants in nature on the planet. And we have it in this one little bottle that is, exclusive to our company. So you cannot buy it anywhere else other than from one of our independent partners. It's Health Canada approved with a natural product number. It's a food grade product, but essentially it gives our bodies what it needs in terms of a valuable nutrient and minerals that we need to keep ourselves healthy. So it's natural, it's gluten-free, vegan, GMO-free, alcohol-free, and made in Canada. So some of the benefits of antioxidants, just one second, or dietary lignans, I should say. There's so many different things that it can help with, and these are just a small list. We actually have a testimonial group of I think 18,000 people around the world that have had different stories, different use cases of how it's benefited. Because when your body has what it needs, when it has the nutrients that it needs, it works optimally, right? So a lot of different people, and I'm sure even many people on this call here, have a different story to share of how it's made a difference in their life, because we all have different bodies. We all have different things going on. But from heart health to inflammation, to hair, to skin, to body weight, metabolism, keeping your immune system strong, even controlling diabetes complications, you name it. And it's one bottle that can actually help serve on so many different levels, which actually speaks to the value, right? Because there's so many products that exist in the marketplace where you buy one product that will do one thing, right? This is a product that is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial that can help with all of these things in some shape or form. So the value is very high in that one little bottle can actually do so much. And we are excited to expand and bring this product to Australia. It has been circulating around for a while, but we're excited to share it and promote it, and so that we can help more people get the benefits and educate people on the importance of having more dietary lignans and providing it to them with the Fountain of Life. So that's a little bit about the Fountain of Life. If anyone else would like to share, maybe there's a testimonial. If someone would like to share a quick testimonial, Joy, why don't I can see you on my screen. Why don't you share a quick story of how Fountain of Life has helped you? Oh, I think she was frozen. All right, moving on. Okay, so what's coming soon? So Danny, I'm going to call on you for this one. Coming soon is the Phytoclinical, which is a synergistic product to go along with Fountain of Life. Danny, are you there with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, sorry. I can't see everybody on my screen. All right, there we go.
Amazing. So basically, wonderful. What we're going to be addressing with Phytoclinical, actually, and this is a product that is going to be coming and hitting the market, and we know it's going to be amazing because it's going to actually complement what Fountain of Life have done in changing many thousands of lives, if not millions, around the world. But actually, there is 17 applications or clinical applications when it comes to Phytoclinical, and it is a product that reduces the need to urinate in men's prostate health due to the inflammation. It reduces allergic reactions to cat and dog dander, or even seasonal allergies, which I know in many countries is like a big thing. It supports the modulation of the immune system. It is great to address fibromyalgia, reduces the skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema, which we know Fountain of Life is amazing with that as well. It regulates the function of your thyroid gland, helps lower cortisol and regulates body stress hormones, as well as it helps to increase the energy levels and chronic fatigue syndrome. So this is a product that, if you want to go to the next slide, Steph, just so that we can talk to people about what are these applications going to be. It actually maintains healthy bones, skin, and of course nails and hair. It protects and repairs cells from oxidative damage. It maintains healthy skin connected to tissue formation. It reduces symptoms of arthritis, again, due to the inflammation as well. It helps with many, many autoimmune conditions. It reduces the effects of type 2 diabetes. It lowers the risk of heart disease by reducing bad cholesterol, which causes artery blockage, and increases the good cholesterol, which helps reduce the risk of heart disease, Crohn's disease, and of course helps to avoid colds and flu and shortens their duration. Like, one of the things I can tell you, and that it excites me the most, is that this is going to be a natural product as well. And of course, you know, people are actually now, I feel, more concerned about what the products that they eat or that they intake. They want to know the ingredients, they want to know what's in it, they want to know where it's coming from. So we want to make sure we have the best of the best product as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when we look at the two products together, like how Fountain of Life and Phytoclinical work together, I always imagine it looks like a tree. And that's what we wanted to create with this animation. Is that when you're sick and your body is on fire, right? Fountain of Life and Phytoclinical come and help put off the fire to rebuilding that damage. So Fountain of Life, you know, it is going to give you that broad defense against current conditions that your body might have, and protecting it for future illnesses, right? With the three benefits that Stephanie talked about, which is antioxidant, antimicrobial, and anti-inflammatory. Now, it is going to create that barrier to protect your health, while Phyto, which is the next click, okay, is going to help you target that attack on those current illnesses. But the patented ingredients will regulate your immune system for optimum performance. So it's like rebuilding it, right? What happens after you are sick, it helps you rebuild those cells and, you know, bring your body to a new, healthier state, I would say. I hope I'm using the right wording.
You got it.
So we have, obviously, we know that with Phytoclinical and Fountain of Life, what we have done, and something that we are going to be introducing to the market, is what we call the 2+2, which is, you know, adding to your daily dosage of Fountain of Life. I still feel that a lot of people are counting their drops, but many people who are, you know, consumers for over a year, they really don't even count how many drops they are intaking. So we're looking at droppers now. Before it was like, take, you know, 5 drops, 10 drops, then the studies started to happen. People started to see results. All of a sudden, we're just intaking droppers without even counting the drops. Agree or not with me? You can raise your hand here. And we have done, you know, different studies when it comes to the amount of Phyto with the amount of Fountain of Life. And of course, we just call it the 2+2. But Fountain of Life, we know, is, you know, in order to protect them, so you preserve your well-being, we're looking at 1 full dropper per day, while for Phytoclinical, it's 1 to 3 capsules per day. So we're always like, I would say, looking at what would be the perfect doses for that. But I also feel that when it comes to a natural product, then people can, you know, manage that differently based on their own discretion and their own liking. But that's basically what we are going to be suggesting to people when the product hits the market.
Love it.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll stop sharing my screen. So we wanted to just feature those two because it's a dynamic duo in terms of the synergy. With that analogy that Daniela shared as well, I think it's a definite, you know, product combination that we want to share and you know, promote and make sure that people are aware, because you know, we can impact a lot of people's lives. I think the clinical applications of the Phytoclinical is really, really powerful. There's not a lot of natural products where we are actually allowed to make claims, and that is one of them. So that just goes to show the strength and the power behind that one product and that dynamic duo. So I just wanted to share a couple things there just for our guests on the line here with us. Next, I'm going to just share a little bit about what we have coming up, so that anyone here, whether you're in Australia, New Zealand, or outside and you want to take advantage of the events that we have going on, then you'll have a bit more information on that. I just need to open a file. Ifra, did you want to chat for a few minutes? And while I'm pulling up my screen, sorry, there's too many things open at the moment here.
Absolutely, absolutely, my sister. I just want to welcome everybody who's been tuning in. We have a lot of more people that are joining. So this is exciting. This is exciting. You've heard the products. Now the question is, how can I take advantage of it, right? How can I be the first person that has those products and that is distributing to everybody in Australia and New Zealand, right? That is the question. Every time I see a new product that's coming out, what is our fashion, health, beauty, right away I'm thinking, how many people can I get this product in their own hands? Why? Because it's not just about us, right? It's not about us. Of course, we have to take care of ourselves, but right away I'm thinking, how many more people can I help? And as the old saying goes, Zig Ziglar, that says, help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. For me, that is a philosophy that I've always used. He just said it so perfectly. It's all about how many people can I touch lives, right? How many people can I impact? All of us got into this business all because of the love that we have to impact others. So Phytoclinical, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And yeah, back to you, my sister Steph.
Thank you so much. Turn my camera back on. There we go. So this document, and I'll pop this in the chat afterwards, after I go through it, so you can take a screenshot of this or you can save it to your computer when I share it in the chat after. So from this call, what's next? Well, we are having weekly momentum calls at this time, same channel, same time. So I think we're going to plan some intentional ones where we can, invite guests and prospects and do maybe a more comprehensive product overview to get some excitement going. I hope to have some other special guests as well. I know we have Rico organized, who's our business development manager in the Philippines. He's going to join us next week, which is exciting, and looking to make sure we have a feature guest as well on every single call leading up to the cruise. So to build momentum, to increase that awareness, to keep the excitement high, and to keep us into action. I think we can also leverage the opportunity to take some action here while we're spending some time together as well. So that's what you can look forward to in the weeks to come. The next online tour that we have planned for Australia and New Zealand is next Saturday. I do have a flyer template already. We can share that into the group. So we have Samuel and Joy and Hodan who are going to be doing a presentation in English that will have a little bit of products as well as the business overview. So if you have anyone that's on your list, a prospect that you really want to share the opportunity with before our events in March, there will be an opportunity to do that. I have a Google form here. So for anyone that wants to get involved in helping us pull these events together, I know we're organizing a team for every city, and we're always looking for more hands. Many hands make light work. So there's a form there. I think as we continue to build momentum with these calls and more people come around, people will want to participate in different capacities, whether they just want to attend and invite guests, they want to support from a different country, or invite prospects. You're in a different country, but you want to invite your guests to our events here, or participate in the online tours, or be on the ground organizing the event in your city. There's lots of opportunities to get involved. And then finally, we have a weekly strategy call for those that are part of the organizing team, with everything that needs to happen for those events. So those lots of things going on, lots of moving parts. And then now let's get to the main event, the meat and potatoes, right? What events are happening and when. So in Melbourne is our first stop after we debark from the cruise. Ifra and I and Samuel are heading to Melbourne. Joy will meet us there. We'll have a meet and greet with the team on Thursday, March 16th. The power tour in the evening. So anytime you see a power tour, that's the opportunity to invite your guests, invite your family, friends, anyone that you would want to share our products with the opportunity with. We will be there to help lead the presentation and have a really successful event, open to the public, open to everybody. I know even for me, I'm looking forward to having some time on the ground to just do some networking in the area and invite some people of my own as well. Saturday, we will do a training for all of our partners and probably some people that come along to the power tour that make the decision to get started. We'll invite them to join us for training the next day as well. And then Sunday, we've got a team building event planned where we'll just do a fun activity and just have an opportunity to connect and, have everyone meet your families or whatever the case may be, whoever you'd like to come along. And then we're headed to Sydney, so a meet and greet in Sydney. So I know we have Rod and Joy Robinson, who's an LD1 from the Philippines team in Sydney. So they're on the ground there with us, as well as Joy. And we're going to do 2 power tours, so an afternoon power tour and an evening power tour. So taking advantage of 2 different opportunities to invite guests. So if you know anyone in Sydney, inviting them out for that. We will have flyers to come. We're just finalizing venues, and then we'll have posters to be able to promote. But save the date, right? You know the dates, you know when they're going to be and where we're going to be, where we are. So you can, plant some seeds now. There's no point to wait on that as well. And then Wednesday we're using for just follow-up training. If we have some people that, want to get started, they need some training, orientation, or follow-ups, or more tours. That's what we'll use that opportunity for. And then heading to New Zealand, we have a meet and greet with the team in New Zealand, a mega tour in Auckland, which is the main, one of the main cities in New Zealand. So we're planning a big event on the Friday night there. Saturday boot camp, orientation, whatever is required. And then heading north, New Zealand to Whangarei, where we'll have 2 power tours on the Monday and then some follow-up and training on the Tuesday. So 4 events, 4 cities, lots of opportunities to showcase what we have. And I think our presentations will encompass some product focus too, because not everybody comes out to learn about what we do having had the knowledge of the products. And I think if we're focusing on expansion and bringing products to these markets, it makes sense to talk about them a little bit. So there'll be lots of opportunities to share the products and share the business as we're inviting. You can keep both things in mind. So a jam-packed week of events, or week and a bit, and I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. If there's any questions or any comments, or anyone would like to share anything, please raise your hand or unmute yourself. Ifra's nodding her head. She's excited. I know she is. And I can see Danny. We love when you turn your cameras on too, guys. We like to see you, interact with you. It's a great opportunity to do so. Yeah, if anyone would like to share anything as far as the events coming up, if you know anyone there, we would love to meet them.
Oh, I get excited every time I hear that.
Joy, I think your connection is not that great.
Steph, it's going to be a wonderful time for you and Ifra down this way, and I just want to acknowledge everyone that's on this call. What? Yeah, that's why I turned my camera off, because I keep getting booted out of all days. It happens today. So so I'll turn my camera off, and then I can speak. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's,
it's still really hard to hear you, my dear.
On this journey. I think it's going to be amazing when we all work together. Yes, it is a challenge, especially when you have a a job, but reason why we are here. And for me, it's a very, very strong. Say something.
Good now, I think.
I've had a very challenging week with my power supply. Half my house has lost power. Would you
Wow.
believe it? You know, so it's just been very difficult, but we're here, so we continue. So yeah. All right, I just want to leave that with you.
One thing I want to admire about Joy is her perseverance. Half of her house doesn't have power, and she's on this call trying to share her message and with her excitement. I love it.
Thanks, Steph. Thank you. Challenges.
Thank you for your words, Joy. We look forward to spending some time with you there. Samuel, I can see you as well. Would you like to say something?
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is great what we're doing here, trying to build the momentum with New Zealand and Australia, and knowing that there's other business partners from around the world are actually joining too, for support, and that's absolutely wonderful, and that's good, I just love that, the support. We've only a small team down these ways, but hey, look at us, we're global, and everyone's wants to jump on board and help build Australia and New Zealand, and I'm moving forward. There's a few things. I know that I've, been a bit slow here and there on a few things for these other reasons that I had in my life. But that was then. Now it's all about moving forward, getting involved in action. I think definitely action, training, everything like that. Everything that's required to build your business, build your empire. And I'm so looking forward to working with you all again. I've met a number of you. I've been to the showroom in Toronto a couple of times, and met Ramin, Sinaz, yourself, Danny, yourself, Steph. So that's been great. I had an opportunity to go to Opulent's first anniversary, and that was great too. And these things you got to do, like Reza says. You do anything, sell anything, or borrow anything, or just get there, because once you're there and you surround yourself around your own business partners, it's just magic, and everyone's there to help each other, to build and to build and share and be the messenger. I look at myself as the messenger to get out there and share the message of this beautiful company that we are, and the opportunities that we can provide, and then helping people that not even poor, helping anybody really. I look at helping anybody, not just a certain few. I want to help anybody. I was in Auckland. I was in Auckland the other day, and I started talking to this street person on the road. There's the street kids or street people that live on the streets and that. And this person was so intelligent, it wasn't funny. I didn't actually get into asking why he was there and all the rest of it. But when I was talking to him, I just said, well, amazing. And then I started mentioning about, he asked what I did. So I said, well, I'm with this company called Opulence Global, and I'm like a messenger. I just come here to share the word. So I explained it to him, and he was over the moon. I give him my card and all that sort of. And I said to him, if you ever give me a call, if you want to chat or anything like that, and we can help, I can help you, help you from where you are now to where you can get to where you can be. So there you go. I'll just leave it there. And then just so happy to be aboard.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Samuel. I think Samuel brought up a good point of just being open to having that conversation of possibility wherever you go, right? I know Ifra, I'll get her to share her Uber strategy. She always has someone, from Uber or someone that she's spoken to, attending a meeting. And it's just by asking the question, right? If you're just asking a question like, hey, are you open to an opportunity? I'm expanding my business into Australia, and there's some events going on. I would love to share it with you. Would you be open to taking some time to learn more? Like, all we have to do is get in the habit of asking those questions. It's not, if they say no, it's okay, right? We're going to get the no's to get the yeses. But if we're not asking the question, then nothing ever happens, right? So, looking for those openings, whether you're focusing on bringing the new products to the market, or we're expanding our product line and bringing these products to Australia and New Zealand. I know Danny had this really great line that she used on the call last week. If I could show you one product that could change your life, would you be willing to try it? Right? Would you be willing to try it? Or from the opportunity side, right? If I could show you an opportunity where you could expand globally, your business globally from the comfort of your home, would you be willing to look at some information? Would you be open to, learning about an opportunity that could create an income stream for you and your family from the comfort of your home? It may or may not be a fit for you, but if you're open, I would love to share it with you, right? And we know that not everybody will say yes, but at least giving people the opportunity and asking that question, I think, is the most important thing. And the more that we can get in the habit of asking those questions wherever we go, we get the no's, we get the yeses, and the yeses, we move through the process of sharing the information of what we do, right? So that's what I wanted to share there. I can tell, wow, time flies when you're having fun. It's almost been an hour already. My goodness. I want to thank you all for joining us here. I want to give anyone an opportunity to share a few words as well. Ifra, I guess maybe we can hear from everybody who wants to share something before we close the call. We'll give everyone a minute and go from there. I saw Zara. I saw you pop your camera on. Did you want to say a few words?
I would like to say thank you, all of you, for doing this great call. Normally, my sleep time is 8 p.m., but you are the reason I'm here now. Otherwise, I would be on bed. So thank you. And speaking for Efrat, you say she talks to every Uber. You know what happened now? I was doing Facebook to chat with Australian people. I found one friend, and she said, Ifrah already invited me. And I said, do you drive Uber? That was my question. So that's good. That shows how much she loves, to share this opportunity to the world. So yes, and we are following her steps.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody. I met with a friend that she joined now tonight, and she'll come back next call, inshallah. And I send all my partners in Australia and New Zealand to this meeting. They didn't show up, but that's fine. I did my part.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I sent them. I said, come on back. But I think they will wake up when you go there, you and Ifrah, inshallah. So thank you.
Absolutely. And again, it's we're showing up consistently to show that we care and that we have that commitment. So every week you're continuing to invite them and spread the word and share the flyer and the link. They know we mean business, right? So I'm confident that they'll be in attendance when we come, and we'll be greeting them with open arms. So keep up the hard work that you're doing, Zahra.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome.
Absolutely. I want to also congratulate my sister Zahra. She's a pioneer, honestly. When our team grew back in July of 2021, I was actually in Turkey when all of that happened. She was the person. It was through her that all of that happened, and we have now over 35 plus LAs in Melbourne alone. So for me, that is a commitment, and she continues to work with them, to mentor them. The other last week, you remember there was a gentleman. He forgot to even renew his year, and he's like, okay, now I want to renew, right? That's all because of Zahra's work. She continues to follow up. So I commend you for that, and thank you for staying up until 10 p.m. You're hilarious. 8 o'clock, I'm in bed. So I just want to actually share a few pointers when it comes to inviting people. I think the reason why a lot of us hesitate is because of the fact that we're already thinking about the outcome, when all we should be thinking about is just inviting them. For example, let's say that you have a birthday party, right? Or a graduation party. Do you care how many people say no to you? No. Hey, I've had this party. Come check me out. For me, that is how I treat our business. It's fun to me. It's so much fun. I meet a teller. I don't care. Somebody at Second Cup, hey, come check me out, right? The other day I was at the passport office. The young lady that I met on Tuesday, she was on the Zoom with us, listening to it, right? At the passport, I'm waiting in line and I'm already talking to somebody. Why? She loved my jewelry. She's like, oh my God, I love how you put together your accessories. I say, thank you so much. That is actually from my email. What do you mean? Okay, what are you doing on Tuesday? Oh, I do lift around that time when I leave work. No problem. Can you join on Zoom while you're driving? Can you listen in? She did. So I don't care what happens afterwards. I'm all about fun, right? So let's change your mindset into that you're just inviting someone to a party. Okay, it's a party. Come check me out. Come see what I do. That's it, right? So don't share a lot of things about, oh, I have this product and you can make money. And by the way, as much as people love making money, as soon as they hear you can make money, right away, they're thinking about a way to say no to you. But when you say, hey, why don't you come check us out? My company, Opulence, is coming all the way for the first time ever. Even this is not the first time that we're in Australia. Always use it. For the first time ever, we have our top leaders coming all the way from Canada. I would love you to be my VIP, as our SVP, as our sales development manager said that last week, right? I love that. I want you to be my VIP guest, my special guest. Make them feel special, right? The other thing I wanted to talk about is when our brother Samuel mentioned how he loves to see, how he's inspired to see leaders around the world jumping on this call and actually helping Australia to build. Every market that I have been in where we had massive turnout, it wasn't only because of the people that live there. I'll tell you right now, it took all of us. It took the entire Opulence Nation. The last one that I was part of was Kenya, over 500 people. Do you think it only came from the Kenya team? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know my team alone, we had over 100 guests in that room that night. So we pooled our resources together. And this is why we're opening these calls to everybody, right? We could have just said, we're just going to talk to Australia and New Zealand. No, it's all over social media, right? We're inviting everybody. Why? Because the only way we can reach the big goal, which we know is to the billion, it takes all of us. Okay, so think about that way, not just think about Australia. So reach out, even people who are not in Australia and New Zealand, and say, hey, listen, my company is coming to Australia and New Zealand. Who do you know in Australia and New Zealand? Use your network, starting with the Opulence Nation. The last thing I want to end with, I'm all about taking action. What is the next plan of action? This is the second week we're doing it. Steph just mentioned that we're going to be doing this every week leading up to the event. So the next plan of action, I know for me, I need to have a minimum of 5 guests on the next call. I don't care what. So put a target for yourself. My sister Zahra already had a guest tonight, right? How many guests are you going to have next week, right? Because we can just sit here and talk, but if we're not taking the action, right? If we're not taking the action, then it doesn't mean anything. So next week, let's all have that plan of action to bring in guests, and we're going to go a little bit more depth into the products and focus on the schedule. We don't want to give them too much because we want them to be excited about what's coming. That's all I wanted to end it with. Back to you, my sister Steph.
Love it, love it, love it. And yes, the call to action is really important, right? So last week we had Danny challenge us to come with our list. Even I shared a little tip of how to find people that you know in Australia and building out your list of people that you know. Now the next action is to invite and to have some guests come and learn about us, and maybe we can target again the focus of the call. Well, we can talk about what that agenda will look like, but if everybody here, how many people are we now? 14? If everybody here had 2 guests on the call next week, that would that would be what, 28 guests. How amazing would that be, right? Just to come and share the excitement of what is to come in these markets. So I love that. I will accept your challenge, Ifra, and I encourage everybody else to do the same. That's awesome, awesome. Danny, would you like to share a few closing remarks, or would anyone else like to share? Maybe we'll leave Danny for the last word. Hold on, I see you thumbs upping. Do you have anything you want to add, or anything you want to share from what you took away from the call?
Sorry about the background noise. I guess my takeaway is keep the momentum going, and I am up for that challenge. So let's see what happens next week. My invitation is open, and once again, I think I'm very grateful for you guys having all the energy to make sure this event goes, as best as we can imagine, I guess, and keep on inviting. I know we're all busy at doing things, but make a commitment to get this event going and get the momentum going, because I remember this team from last year, 2021, when I first came in July, and it took me about until October to get the LD1, and I feel like now this is the best time to get my LD2. That's my challenge for me to get numbers to make sure that I can reach that. And absolutely, I can't wait to meet everyone face to face, especially Steph and Ifra. And once we have that photo, yes, they were here. Yes, you guys can meet them again. Let's do this. I'm super excited. So thank you so much. And so stay tuned for my invitation for next week.
Love it. Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Hodan. Great to have you here. Looking forward to meeting you as well. Yes, let's go, Hodan. LD2. You can get there for sure. All right. Any other hands? Anyone else? Zahra, did you want to share something? I see your hand raised again.
I would like to say hi and thank you to Hodan. I haven't heard her from a long time. She was so busy. Good to have you, Hodan. I'm sorry I cannot come to Australia, but one day I will see you, inshallah.
Love it. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, we are past the hour here, but I want to pass the floor over to Daniela, who has graciously given some of her time here on her Friday night to us to support our dream of this expansion and these calls 2 weeks in a row. We've been blessed to have her here. She's always so passionate and supportive, even in the long messages and exchange of messages that we have. She's always there for us and supporting us in different ways. Thank you so much for being here 2 weeks in a row with us, my dear. We would love to hear your closing remarks.
Absolutely. The most important part for me today, before I let you all go and continue your weekend, is make this event a successful event. It is on you. It depends on you and nobody else. If you don't invite people, if you don't get on the phone, if you don't make sure you show up with 20, 30, 40 people, whatever it is, that it looks good to you. Because you need to understand that if you're going to have 5 people and 5 people is okay with you, then that's fine. You're going to be happy with the results. You're not going to feel that you're beating yourself up and you're going to feel bad about it, because obviously what happens is that when we don't achieve what we think that we will, we're just making ourselves feel bad about it. And is not healthy. As an entrepreneur, it's not healthy to say, I'm going to bring 20 guests and you don't do what you said you were going to do. And then 20 guests don't show up. All you do is feel bad about it. And the next time you have to invite, you don't even want to invite because you have lost your confidence. But if you're just inviting for the sake of inviting, you need to understand, why would it excite you to come to this event? Why do you think people in your country will be super excited to join you as their special guest? Once you discover that, it's going to be very easy for you to say, you know what, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm inviting these people. I'm using this strategy. I'm going to use this invitation format. You need to know and discover, why were you excited in the first place when you joined Opulence? And if that's what you think is going to get people excited and motivated, for me, it's like, if I can show you one product that can change your life, will you be willing to try it? That means I'm going to let you try my product. If I can show you one way that you can build a business globally, working from home, will you be willing to take a look at it? All you're doing is a question. All you're asking them is say yes or no. But the thing is, we get so excited and so anticipated that we think it's our sister or friend or family that they're going to say yes. And then we get stuck at that, because if they say no, then we feel like, oh, they didn't like what I said. They didn't like me. They didn't want it, what I had to offer. No, they just needed more information. So you got to get, I would say you will never surpass 15 no's in one conversation. So are you willing to try it? No. Are you willing to come to an event? No. Are you willing to listen to my business tour? Can I send you a brochure? Like, there are so many questions you can ask in the same conversation. And I guarantee you, they will not say no to you for 15 times in a row. I would say not even 5. Right? But my point is, the more no's you get, at least you will feel more confident next time when people give you a no and you already know exactly what to say based on that answer. Because all they are doing is they don't have clarity in their headspace of what you're trying to explain. So for me, it's more about, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How many people you want to have? How many people you want to inspire? How many people you want to motivate? How many people you want to make a difference in life? How many bottles of Fountain of Life you want to sell? How much money does that many bottles translate into? The more clarity you have of what you're looking for, the easier it's going to be. Because if you know that you need $500, and $500 is 100 bottles, and 100 bottles is 200 phone calls, and 200 phone calls means, 10 contacts a day for the next 2 months, now you know what you got to do. But if you don't know where to start, that's why I said last week, start writing down the list. Because this is the first time this is happening in your country. This is the first time the event is actually happening in Australia and New Zealand. So there is no excuse for you to skip someone from the list. Right now, all you should be doing is just dial. Pick up the phone and call, pick up the phone and text, pick up the Facebook and, find who's in the area. That's all you gotta be doing right now. And I know it's laying in, only a few people that are there actively building. We are actually calling and trying to get through emails also the inactive partners. But right now, I would say it's on a couple of people that are gonna make this event either a success or not a success. So whether you wanna have 5 people in the room, 10 people in the room, what looks good to you? What is gonna give you that sense of accomplishment? Because my numbers might not be the same numbers as Stephanie. For me, I'm telling you, I need 150 people in a room. But for you, maybe, having 5 people in a room is going to make you feel like a superstar. If it's 5 people, then focus on 5 people. I don't want you to feel defeated if you said that you were going to bring 20 and only 5 show up. Because that feeling is very hard to overcome after. And we have seen it over and over, for example, with the Ottawa team. Then it's really hard to say, you know what, last time I was supposed to bring 5, I promised them I was going to do it, and something happened in my life that was more important and it didn't happen. It just makes you feel defeated and is not a good feeling. So I want you to set up a goal that is going to be attainable and achievable to you, to your market, to your team, so that also Ifra and Stephanie can, measure the expectations of the event. And the reason why we're doing these calls is not only for you to get trained and feel excited. Also, if you want to start doing it as a tour, continue to do those tours online, because if the person, for some reason, right now you're inviting, but you have a lot of time in advance. So right now you can set up people for the event. But what is going to happen after the event if they don't show up? Right? So that's basically what I wanted to share with you. I hope that is going to get you motivated and excited to do the activity you need to do in order to bring enough people to the event. And we're going to go from there. With that, Steph, I'll pass it back to you. And thank you so much for being on the call.
Wow. What a great way to close. And another call to action, right? Set your goal, set your target, and then we can support you with the activities that are required to make that happen. There's lots of opportunities to connect with us, to support you, to hold you accountable. Thank you, Danny, for joining us 2 weeks in a row. And just remember, for everyone here, if it's to be, it's up to me, right? We have to take responsibility for what we want to achieve in our life, what we want to achieve with our business. This event is one outlet, you know, to make that happen, to, you know, an opportunity to take advantage of coming live to you in your market, but it's all in your hands, right? So how many people are you going to reach out to every day to share, you know, the upcoming event, and what is your goal for how many people you want to have attend? And you know, if you know what that is, you know, we can check in on our strategy calls and report in on that, I guess, so that we can hold each other accountable. I'm happy to share my goal as well, and we can support each other with our targets, with our goals, and make sure that the events are a success. So thank you so much for everyone here, to all of our leaders from around the world tuning in here, for our partners in Australia and New Zealand. I know that as we continue momentum leading up to these events, this call is going to grow, and there's lots of opportunities to get involved as we continue as well. So thank you so much. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Have an amazing day, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.
Photo time.
Oh yeah, photo.
Photo time.
Okay, so this is a tradition. We should have done this before people started hopping off. It's okay. All right, if everyone could turn their camera on so we can get a photo.
Yes, please.
To the billion.
Come on. There's a lot more of you. Turn on your camera, please. Just a photo. This is for the gram, they say.
The gram.
Okay, to the billion. Okay, let me include the.
Wait, Naima's got her camera on.
Hi, Naima.
Last chance for your camera on, folks.
Yeah, let me include the attendees. Okay, to the billion. Steph, you do it once, and then I'll do it after. How about that?
Okay, to the billion. Got it. Yeah.
With the attendees?
Maybe. No.
I'll be specific like that. It's okay. I'll do it with the attendees.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes. I want to make sure everybody's organized.
Love it.
Thank you, everyone. To the billion.
Have a great weekend, team. Bye-bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye now.
Good night. Thank you. Good night, everyone. To the billion.